Hey everyone, not the usual intro. I'm in my robe. I'm in a different outfit than I normally am. Stick around until the end of this video. I'm going to put the timestamp on so you can see how quickly my process usually goes. As I was recording this, I had to do a couple of retakes, and I ended up selling a bunch of my mods, and so there's a lot of like, this is what it would look like, but I'm going to actually show you how quickly I do it at the end of the video after I'm done explaining it. So stick around for that, and I hope you enjoy. Hey everybody, Swida here, coming at you with another SWGOH video, and today we are talking about mod management. Wait, don't leave. Don't leave. You're here because this video is titled Mods for Dummies. At least I hope it is, because if it's not, it's kind of... Anyhow, so mods for dummies. If you started looking up mods in this game, if you started looking at, I got to figure out these mods, I'm going to go look on YouTube for some mod guides, and you're immediately hit with, oh God, 30 minutes, an hour, oh my God, an hour and a half on how to upgrade mods. Nobody wants it, okay? I recognize your average player does not care enough about this game to sit there and watch someone tell you for an hour and a half how you're supposed to upgrade your mods. So I'm going to tell you for 20 minutes, since now I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm going to try to make this fast for you. But basically, I'll talk about the why later. I'm going to take you through my filters that I use, that I personally use. This isn't a dumbed down method for you guys. This is what I do. And I'd like to believe I'm relatively successful in the game. I'm going to take you through my process. I'm going to show you my filters. And even if you don't want to learn, you're like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. You can do that after you watch this video. Okay. So without further ado, let's look at how we manage our mods, right? Again, this takes me about 2 minutes a week. That's what I spend on my mod management at this point. So we're going to go to our collection in the top left, and there's a button here that a lot of people don't even know is here. It says mods. Check that box. And it is now not only going to show you all of the mods on all of your characters here, but it's going to put these two different buttons on the bottom of your screen. The left one says loadouts, and the right one says manage mods. Maybe we'll talk about loadouts another day, but we are here today to manage our mods. So let's click that button real quick. And now, my filter's still on, 1 second. By default, this is what it's going to show you. It is going to show you every damn mod you have on every character and every mod that you don't have on every character, possibly. But we don't want to see every mod on every character. We want to start cutting through the BS, cutting through the trash. And so I'm going to show you the filters that I use to do that. So there are actually high level. I had to redo this video, which is why I have like no mods. I was going to show you a couple of other filters, but it was too long. It was too complicated. Nobody wants to think about that. So let's do the bare bones, quickly sorting through your mods, picking out the best ones, and just getting on with your day. Okay. This first filter that you're going to want to use is I call it no arrow, no speed. You can name it whatever you want. Here's what you need to do from top to bottom. Check this box that says only unassigned mods. And what that's basically doing is it's making it so you don't mess with any of the mods that are on your characters. These are only mods now that are not assigned to anybody. Now for the slot, you're going to look at every single shape, check off every single shape except the arrow. We don't care about arrows. We're not going to be talking about arrows today. If you want a short version of what arrows to look for, get arrows with speed. Okay, that's the super watered down version. 90% of players are going to be just fine if all you do is you keep all your arrows with speed on them. Okay, that's all we're going to say about arrows today. So check every single shape except for arrows. Then you're going to move down here to the secondary stat section. You're going to click speed, and then you're going to check the box that says doesn't have speed. You want it to look like this. We are looking for mods that are not arrows and don't have speed, okay? And then the last filter is mods that have a level of less than 12. We'll talk about why later, but that is all you need to know. Those are the filters. Unassigned, not arrows, no speed, less than level 12. That's your first filter. Click filter mods. And now you're going to see all of your mods that are less than level 12, are not arrows, and do not have speed on them, right? And so I don't have a ton here because I screwed up this video and I filtered, I sold all my other mods. But these are the mods that pop up in my filter. And now, all you're gonna do, you are going to pick the purples and the blues, okay? You're gonna pick the purples and the blues wherever they might be. If you had some purples or blues, you'd click them. Let's pretend this green one is a blue. You're gonna click all the purples and all the blues just like this. And then you're gonna come down here to upgrade. And you're just gonna leave it. You don't click any buttons. What it defaults to is reveal all secondary stats, okay? And then you're just gonna click upgrade all. Done. Now, there's a reason this mod stayed in the list. That's very good. What we're doing here is we're picking the mods that have the best potential to possibly have speed and to possibly become good mods. And we're upgrading them to see if they do actually have speed. Now this is a good example because this one didn't end up having speed. And so here it is. It's sitting here. It's a green mod. It doesn't have speed. And quite frankly, unless you are a super early game player, don't keep any mod that doesn't have speed. That's it. Don't keep any mod that doesn't have speed. And now we're at a point where I say, you know what? I'm done. That's it. That's my first filter. And so let me just say the reason that we pick blue and purple. Green takes too much effort to screw with. Gray takes way too much effort to screw with, and they're too expensive to level up for the average player. And if it's yellow and it's in this list and it doesn't have speed, it's already showing you all of its stats. So that means there's nothing you can do to get its speed. It's never going to have speed. So we're upgrading the blues and the purples to see if they might end up having speed, right? And so then you're at this point where all you're left with is all of these mods that don't have speed. What did I just say? I don't want any mod that doesn't have speed. That's all there is to it. Select all, sell, sell. Your list is cleared out. And if you've never done this, you're probably about to sell like 300 mods or something. So let's continue to the next filter. And there's only three. There's only three. The next one is speed upgrading. It is the exact same filter, except instead of does not have speed, you are selecting has speed. Now you want to look at the same types of mods, the same batches of mods, less than level 12, no arrows, but you want to look at the ones that have speed. Down here, I like to sort by speed so that the fastest ones are on top and the slowest ones are on bottom. So let's just click confirm and let's filter. I have no mods because I just did this. So what you would be left with here is a bunch of mods that are not level 12 and they have some amount of speed on them. Now, what that means is you need to take all these mods to level 12 so that you can see how much speed they're going to end up with, right? So just like the last step, now you don't even need to think. You don't need to think about colors or anything like that. This is a list of all mods that have speed on them. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna click select all. You're gonna go to upgrade. No mods selected, surprise. And you're going to click level 12. You're going to upgrade all of the mods to level 12. And the reason that we do that is because you can get 4 rolls all the way up to level 12. You know, depending on if it's blue, purple, or yellow, you'll get different rolls. We won't even talk about that right now. You want to take every single mod to level 12 because that is the level at which they will have the most stats. You don't get more stats at level 15, okay? Not on a secondary. You cannot get more speed by taking it from 12 to 15. And it costs a bunch of credits to take it from 12 to 15. That's why we only take it to 12, right? And so on this screen, again, all you do is select all, upgrade, level 12, go. And they're all gonna vanish from this screen, just like they are right here. And now this is the point where you're actually gonna see something. Now, the next filter is just what I call review. And all we're doing, same thing up here, unassigned, no arrows. Now you don't even need to filter on this stuff because you've already cleared out all the mods that don't have speed. You don't need to look at speed. You don't need to do anything else here. All this filter is unassigned, not an arrow. And again, I like to sort by speed so that the fastest ones are on the top, the slowest ones are on the bottom. And this basically makes it easy. So I'll filter, I'll show you. So these are all the mods that I have that are not assigned in order of fastest to slowest. And typically what you're going to find is that the only mods you care about are basically like right here on this first page. All of your best mods from all those filters are just going to be staring at you right here. Your highest speed mods are going to be in the top left. And pretty much these are the best mods that you have to pick from now to consider taking to level 15, to slicing to gold, to slicing to gold, you know, 6A, right? These are typically going to be your best mods. And then, you know, I've got a massive list. It just goes all the way down because most of these are mods that I wouldn't upgrade, right? Like this one, I don't know. What's a good example? Here, right? This is a yellow mod that I took it all the way to level 12 and it's only got 3 speed, right? Like that's a junk mod. I don't care about it. But now you're at a point where this is now showing you all of the mods that you have not put on anyone yet that you should probably take to level 15 and that you should probably put on somebody because these are going to be your fastest mods. And you could stop here, but you're going to end up doing this, like you're going to end up piling up with a bunch of mods here. So let me show you the next filter to filter through the mods that have speed where you say, you know what, this might not be good enough. I'm probably not going to keep this. Okay, so this is the filter. It's at the bottom of my list. It's called bad speed. Again, up at the top, it's the same thing. Unassigned, no arrow. Now we're still looking at speed, except we're doing something very specific here. We are looking at mods that have only rolled 1 speed roll, right? That's right here, equal. You want this to say equal, and you want this to say 1. And then you're going to look at all of your blue, purple, and gold mods. Because blue mods and purple mods and gold mods that have only rolled speed once, 99% of the time, they're bad mods. You would be gambling way too, you know, against the odds to get a decent mod. And so we're going to sort by speed. And so basically we're just looking for the crappiest mods that we have, right? This is a gold mod. It's only rolled speed once. I'm not going to take this further. I'm not going to upgrade this to gold. I'm not going to upgrade it to, you know, 6A to try, you know, pray that it gets some speed. No, it's too far gone, right? Same thing with purple. Purple's the exact same way. You could slice it to gold. It might only get 1 more speed roll. Don't do it. It's too much. It's too expensive. It's too much of a gamble. Forget about it. The only exceptions I would make here was if you've got a blue that rolled really well, maybe like a blue with 5 speed, and it's the exact set you want and it's the exact primary that you want, maybe consider it. But honestly, the vast majority of the time, when you're at this screen with this filter, it's just select all, sell. And all you're doing right here is you're selling the crappiest mods, even though they have speed on them. They're basically speed mods that you would never actually use. And that's it. I usually sit with about 338 mods that I'm just not using, or they're unassigned, or, you know, for whatever reason, I might consider upgrading them later. But these, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4 filters are really all you need to just get decent mods. To do this for 2 minutes a week and just get decent mods. For your average player, this is perfectly fine. And when you're on this review filter, this is what you're looking at, right? This is what you care about. If you don't want to think about it, you don't want to put too much effort into it, just recognize that the mods at the top of this list are the ones that are probably the best ones for you to upgrade. I'm going to leave it there. Guys, if you enjoyed this, if you have any questions, let me know, but I wanted to keep this really high level and really simple. This is not the most optimal way to get the best mods in the game and to maximize your chances for 28 speed mods. We're not doing that. We're not doing that here. This is good enough for 90% of players. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you all next time. Okay, I'm recording, right? Yes, I am. So as promised, let me show you how quickly I usually do this on any given day, right? So I got a batch of mods today. So I've got like 30 something mods lying around to do this on. So collection, mods, manage mods, filter, no arrow, no speed. Great. Anything that's not yellow, do that real quick. Yep, that's it. That's all I care about. Upgrade, reveal all. Everything else gets deleted. Goodbye. Then we move on to speed upgrading. Only 2 came from that. I click both of them. I take them to 12. That's great. And then I go into review just to see where they might have landed. That's it. That's it. It's done. And then once this number starts to get high and you've got a giant pile of these mods, you want to start going through the worst ones at the bottom with everything that I showed you. Ooh. Brother. Ooh. How are these past my filter? Look at this trash. It's always good to look at the bottom. This is interesting. I wonder if I kept these for some reason. It's a bunch of crit damage and offense mods. Oh, I think I know. One of my filters is not picking up the rare grays that I would consider. Anyhow. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.